What is up to the Nothing's Real podcast? And this is your host, She'Ree Lattimore, aka Just Vibe Ree. I appreciate you, just clicking on this show. I really appreciate you clicking on this show. So today's topic, we're going to talk about when I went to South Africa. Yeah, to South Africa. And for the South Africans watching this, Sabona Unjani. Yeah, I know a little son, Sabona went on Johnny. Know what I'm saying? I know you gonna say it back, you feel me? So get pila. So yeah, let's get it. I'm speaking a little Zulu. So alright, y'all. Yes, I went to South Africa 2024. I went for 3 months solo as a female Black American LGBTQ traveler, and I'm 23 years old. But I went when I just turned 23. I turned 23 in November. So technically I went when I was 22. So yeah, I went for June, July, August. I went to South Africa. First time out of America. I live in Louisville, Kentucky. If you don't know now, you know. That was my first time leaving. I went by myself. And shit, where do I start? I don't think I want to get into much on this episode, like how did I do it, or like how can you do it. I will save that for another episode. I feel like for this one, I really want to talk about my memories. Yo, I'm coming back, yebo. Like, South Africa was amazing experience. It was an amazing experience to just finally leave the States. It just felt refreshing. My skin felt refreshing. My energy felt refreshing. Like the food, the people. Yo, I met so many locals. So I would say how I was able to do this. I'm not going to break it down, but I went through World Packers. So if you ever heard of those things where you volunteer in exchange for free living and food, it is real. I can vouch for World Packers. There's also Workaway, but I never did that. I know other friends who had that assignment, but I was with World Packers. If I'm talking fast, by the way, it's only because I work at 1:30. Yeah, your girl's still working at 9 to 5. And it's 12 o'clock right now. So I want to be done at a certain time, but I still want to break it down to you. You feel me? So yeah, with the World Packers, I was a volunteer bartender for 2 months in Cape Town, and then I was a social media marketer influencer 1 month in Coffee Bay. And Cape Town and Coffee Bay is 15 hours away in South Africa. And Coffee Bay is a village. Cape Town is a city. A lot of people know Cape Town. It's really known. Yo, I had a time of my life. I got the chance to meet so many locals. I met tourists and they cool, but like I was always kicking it with the locals. Now let's start off with favorite memories. Honestly, this is my favorite of the favorite. I'm not gonna be one of them who be like, let me wait till the end. Like all of them, I can't even put it on a level of my favorite because I had a ball. You feel me? But first, I hiked Lion's Head Mountain. Here's a picture on my wallpaper. If you're watching the video of this podcast, let me show you. So I went to Lion's Head Mountain and we hiked for the sunrise. We woke up early. It was like 4 a.m. and it was pitch dark. I went with my friend Pietra, Camilo, and some other people. I went with it was like 5 different people, you know what I'm saying? And we hiked it, bruh, and when we get to I'm gonna just skip, when we go there, the hike is pretty like medium. Like it's pretty easy, honestly. They have a difficult route and they have an easy route. Honestly, if you ever travel to Cape Town, South Africa, just take the difficult route because it's not really that difficult. Unless if you are scared of heights. And I'm not scared of heights. It wasn't really a big deal. But like if you really be freaking out over heights, yeah, I don't know if this is for you. But it's a cool hike. It's worth it. You know, face your fears. But We went to the top, yo, and it was it's speechless. The view was speechless. You had the clouds, the sunset, and on top of that, the city, and then the mountain and the beach view. You get to see all of that all at once. All at once. Like how I'm able to see the clouds, the city, the sun, and the beach and Table Mountain right across. What? What? And so when we made it to the top of the mountain, this is my favorite part. When we made it to the top of the mountain, I have a friend who's from Brazil, and she had chocolates, and not no regular chocolates. We talk about some She'Ree chocolates. We talk about some mushroom chocolates. We talking about the special chocolate. You know what I'm saying? And so she had chocolates, and then she was just like, She'Ree, I got chocolates, like, I don't know how to do the accent, so I'm not gonna mock it, but like, yeah. And so I was like, oh, okay, like, do y'all want to take them? So it was only three of us who took them. So she handed the chocolate. Tell me why that I grabbed the whole chocolate and I was supposed to split it with the other person, and I ate the whole thing. Now they still had chocolates. They still had chocolates, and she just split hers with the other person. But me, I ate the whole chocolate. So I had a full trip. I did not microdose. And so, oh my gosh. And so that's when I took the chocolate. And y'all, mind you, we're on top of the mountain. We're on top of the mountain. This hike is not no, it's not like America. It's not no tourist type hike. Like it's a tourist, it's not no fences and everything. This is life. This is raw. Like if you fall, you die, period. Like, and so we hiking down Lion's Head, and I'm like literally skipping down. Like I'm like laughing. The rocks is pink. The sun is bright. The trees is beautiful. And I'm on this trip, and I'm just like, yo, like, wow, I'm in Africa. Like, what? I'm in Africa. And so it was nice. That was my favorite moment. A lot of people, like, they would think, like, oh my gosh, like, you was on a trip while hiking on a mountain in Africa? Duh, yeah. Like, why wouldn't I be? You know what I'm saying? Like, it only makes sense. It only makes sense. And so that's when, yeah, that went smooth. If you never took a trip before, I probably wouldn't recommend you to do it on a mountain with heights, because you might freak out and jump off. But I've experienced trips before, so it was nothing new to the kid. You know what I mean? And so that's when, yeah, that was one of my favorite memories. One of them, Tables Mountain, yo, y'all probably think like, girl, you just got fucked up the whole time you was in Africa. Maybe. But so Tables Mountain, I hiked that with another American I met at the hostel, and we're hiking Table Mountain, and it was like a 4.5 hour hike. Honestly, probably just 5 hours. Like, it was a hike. It's 12:12 right now, y'all, but it was a hike. Oh my gosh. And so we took, like, I remember it was like this like waterfall, like this nice big waterfall, and we had to hike up the waterfall. We had to hike up a waterfall. What? And so we hike up the waterfall, and that's when I had like a mini, not really mini, I had like half a blunt in my bag, and I was just like, I said, girl, I said, do you smoke? And she was like, not cigarettes. And I know what that means. When you say not cigarettes, that means, girl, you smoke that leaf. You smoke that tree. What you mean? You smoke that tree. And so that's when I was just like, okay, cool. And so, boom, sparked up the tree. After we hiked the waterfall, we smoking this tree. And then I was like, all right, you cool? You ready to go back up? Hell yeah, I'm ready to go back up. And we just had as hell hiking Table Mountain, made it to the top. We took the cart back down. We did not hike Table Mountain back down. There was a guy, it was like an old guy. I forgot how old he said. I think he said he was like 70 years old. He hiked Table Mountain every single weekend. Up and back down. Mind you, I just said it took us like 4.5 hours, 5 hours, and he said it takes him like, what did he say, 2 hours, something like that? It was just an active old man, and I was just like, damn, humbled me, because I was on those rocks huffing and puffing. I was like, but like, Old dude, he was getting up throat. You hear me? All right, let's see what else. That's Cape Town, Cape Town moments. There was another time, Long Street. Yo, if you from Cape Town or you visit Cape Town and you heard of Long Street is lit. I don't care. A lot of people always say Long Street is unsafe. I mean, I'm protected everywhere I go. I was good. You feel me? I was good on Long Street. And so it was first Thursday. So South Africa, I think Cape Town. I don't know if it's a Cape Town thing. It's not a South Africa thing. But in Cape Town, they have a thing what's called First Thursday. So First Thursday is the first Thursday of every month. So say for next month and it's Thursday for the first of the month, they have like a celebration of like, that how they're celebrating it is partying. But technically to celebrate it, it's like the museums is open for free, something like that. And like you get like special deals on like drinks and stuff, something like that. But really, people really didn't care about the meaning, if y'all want me to be honest. Like Africans, y'all just wanted an excuse to party. And so I did a first Thursday with local friends, and yo, we was outside. We got back to the hostel at like 4 a.m. drunk. Like we was lit. We went to Long Street. We went to a club called Drama, and we went to a club called Clubhouse. And you know what's crazy? In Clubhouse, they have a sign that says broke, and it like lights up red. And everybody just partying there. And I'm just like, okay, like, why is there a club with lights that says broke? Like, is everybody broke in here? Like, what? And so, yeah, it was lit. It was lit. It was fun. But before we went to Long Street, at first I was with tourists. I experienced First Thursday two times. Two times I experienced First Thursday. Yeah, first I was with tourists, and then the tourists, they didn't want to go to Long Street because they heard about Long Street. They heard that it's bad, blah, 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 blah. But me, I'm gonna get lit. Where's the locals? The locals on Long Street? Okay, let's go to Long Street. So I went to Long Street. And I turned up with the locals. Everybody else, I don't know about them. You know what I'm saying? But the tourists is cool though. I met a lot of tourists. Not too much on them. They cool. They went to Bree Street. I'm pretty sure it's called Bree Street. That's where they went. But I turned up on Long Street. So Long Street's lit. If you want to get lit, you want to get turned with the locals, and you want to risk, be risky, go to Long Street. Just mind you that, yeah, it's not safe, but hey, I still turned up. I was safe. Me and my friends was safe. We made it back. We got some pizza, and yo, they was outside. Cape Town, y'all be outside. I had a ball. And I kept forgetting like my American accent. So like, I keep reminding myself like, girl, you're in Africa. So when you speak, people automatically gonna look at you because boom, American, like target. On top of that, I'm with locals. You know what I'm saying? My local friends don't play about me, first of all. My local friends, they don't play about me. Yeah. Come on now. And so yeah, I was in there. I would say Long Street was a favorite memory. We just partied all night at the clubs. It was free interest in clubs as well when it's First Thursday. So every club you get in there for free. That was a vibe. What else? Coffee Bay, the Village. Yo. So I remember it was like my first full day at the Village. The Village, bro, all there is to do is go to the beach, play pool, walk around, probably pet a donkey, see some cows on the beach, but it was fun. Once again, I met locals in Coffee Bay. I met locals in the Village, and I was rarely around tourists. Because it wasn't too fun for me. Like, I want to get the full experience of the country. And so, there was this one, I can't say she's a tourist because she's from South Africa. And I was sleeping in the dorm, and she had to sleep in the dorm. This was the first time I had a roommate, but only for one night. Also, I didn't have a roommate in Cape Town, but only for one night I had a roommate. And we was talking literally all night. Like, we was talking all night. And that's my dog, yo. She's from Joburg. That's my dog. And so she knew locals already in the Village. So I hung out with her literally the next day, and she introduced me to a local in Coffee Bay, and we met and we hung out whole day. That local, he took us all around the village. Like he took us all around the village. He took us to his friend's house. Like it was one time we was just walking around the village, and then there was this guy. He was driving, and then the local they're talking in Osa, like that's another language they talk in Zulu and Osa. But like in the Coffee Bay, it was all Osa. Like that's all they was talking, and I was just like, bruh, I don't travel with me if you're not ready to take risk. And so I said to the stranger that I don't even know, and I was just like, let's hop in your truck. I was like, let's hop in your truck. And he had like this truck. It was an empty truck because he was, and then he was like, where do y'all want to go? I was like, I don't know, surprise us. Like, and so we hopped in this truck and he took us to Mapuzi. Mapuzi is like this big, it's beautiful. It was like this big, like, what can I say, hill, mountain kind of thing. It was just the perfect breeze. And you could see the ocean. The sun was coming down. Like he just and cool. We went back home safe and sound. You know what I'm saying? And it was a vibe. It was a vibe in Coffee Bay. It was one time surfing lessons. I surfed for the first time in the village. Um it was this one he was working at the hostel I was with, and all the tourists they went to go check her out, and they was like, really, like, you want to come with us to go check out, this that. I was like, no, I'm good, I'm gonna stay back. And so I stayed back with the local who worked at the hostel, and we was just talking, yapping it up. He passed me a blunt, smoked a blunt with the local, and we just chilling. He just telling me about life in the village and shit like that. Like, we kicking it, we cool, yo. And I really got the raw experience of South Africa. Mind you, I did do tourist things, especially in Cape Town. Like, I've been on a helicopter. I've been on two boat rides. I've went on a game ride safari. I've did the four-wheeler thingy stuff. Like I've done tourist stuff. But most of the time I was with locals. And when I done that tourist stuff, like there was one time when I went to the game reserve, when I went to a safari on the way back, I've seen my local friends they also got to go to the safari but not at the same time, and they was in like a packed van, and I was in like a private driver Mercedes Benz. And you know what I did? I've said, y'all come with me. Y'all not going, my friends is not going to be in this packed van with all the other locals, and I'm just riding in this Mercedes Benz on the way back home. So you know what I did? I said, y'all two, y'all come with me. You know how happy they was? You like that, like they was smiling so hard. They was like, what? Like we can go, we can go. I said, hop in this Benz with me and we going to drive back with the view, and you're not going to be in that packed van with everybody else. You're going to ride with me, Abel. And so yeah, me and my friends were with this private driver. They take us on the way back. And yeah, like I come on, like yo, I made sure the locals also have an experience as well too. The things I was doing, I've included my friends. It's certain things I done, and I was just like, yo, like just come with me and let's vibe together. There was one time I went on a horseback ride. I went to the Botanical Garden and da 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 da, and I met a local at her concert, like at her show, and she was like cool as hell. And so we was already going to hang out. We was just going to get something to eat. But I was just like, since I'm already about to be doing fun shit, why not you just come with me? And so I took her with me, and we went horseback riding. We went to the garden. We went out to eat. Like what, bruh? Like I don't know, because if I'm having this experience, sometimes locals don't even get to have the experience have tourists at what tourists get to experience. So I made sure my friends was good. Yeah, I made sure they was good. What you mean? And even if I didn't even do that type of stuff, they would say I went inside locals' mother houses. I celebrated people mother birthday. I celebrated a mother's birthday in her house in the village. Like me personally, this wasn't no tourist stuff. Everybody wasn't on the invite list. Yeah, I was in there. But as you can tell, I've had an experience, and this was a solo travel. I went by myself. I went by myself. And it's just like, if you ever have it across your mind that you want to leave America and experience life outside of this hell, do it. Do it. Please, because it will be so worth it. It will be so worth it. Because, yo, I plan on going back to South Africa. I actually want to move out of America. That's a whole nother topic, but I'm trying to um learn the process of like leaving America. Like, I still want my citizenship here, but I want citizenships other places, because that's going to be another topic for another day. That America is time to leave, especially for the Black Americans. It's time to leave, and I want to move to Africa eventually one day. It might be South Africa, it might be another spot, I don't know, but I am feeling called to be back in South Africa. I want to go back to Cape Town for at least 1 to 2 years and stay there. But yeah, I was there for 3 months. Beautiful experience. 10 out of, I shouldn't even say 10 out of 10. It was beyond that. So grateful. Like, oh, there's so many memories. It was this another memory where another local, like, literally, I didn't have like a jacket. I didn't pack properly. I didn't have like this jacket. And the local, she walked me all the way downtown. She walked me all the way downtown, bought me a coat, and it was just like, here. And it was pouring down raining. And she went home to take the bus. And she walked with me all the way downtown, made sure I was safely in the Uber, like everything. I was like, what? That's love. Every single morning will make me a coffee with the heart. Bianca, let me shout out Bianca at Villa Viva. Like, ugh, special in my heart. Also, Sia, yo, he's at Villa Viva. I'm shouting these people out. Special in my heart. Special in my heart. That's actually the first person I met when I landed in South Africa was Sia. And he was just so open. Like, we was just automatically just connected on another level. We was just talking about life and talking about how, how it is, and, just working a 9 to 5 and just getting, making sure you're good and being a creative. He was a DJ. He's still a DJ, and, being creative and also still hustling and getting to the bag and stuff like that. Like, special friend. He always made sure I was good. It's still these friends to this day. They still text me on WhatsApp. They still check up on me. And I'm just so grateful. Like, yo, like I was in locals' houses, multiple mamas' houses, just inviting me in because of my vibe. So yeah, I can go on and on this topic, y'all. Like, this was 3 months. Also, I did not say the second month I stayed in the Airbnb. So first month I was in a hostel, second month in Airbnb, third month hostel. I had my own room. I did not have roommates. I got lucky. Period. And yeah, but I was in an Airbnb. That was amazing. Was it a smart financial decision? Maybe not. But yeah, I probably would have saved even more money if I stayed. But the US dollar and the rand, like, it's when it transfers, it's a lot of money. Also, I would say I only saved up 5K for this trip, minus the plane ticket. It was 4K. Transferring that into rands. Let me pull up my calculator actually right now. So 4K US dollar is 74K rand, South African rand, 74K. So I was able to survive off of that for 3 whole months. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. I know it was a little hectic. It was everywhere. Like, it was, oh, boom, 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 boom. But yay, that's how I feel when I bring up South Africa. And also, I learned Zulu, and I found a private Zulu teacher. And yeah, so I know a little Zulu. So, Sizzle Bwesibunani. So that means see you later. Or Shalagashe. That means stay well. You know what I mean? Son, you feel me? So yeah, so appreciate you tuning into this show and wanted to hear about my South African experience. I've been stalling to make this, but hey, it's also my dad's birthday. I don't know when this podcast will be out, but it's January 23rd. It's my dad's birthday. Rest in peace. So perfect time to come out with this podcast. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my memories in South Africa, and I hope that you're also considering to leave America, but also experience being outside of America as well too. I appreciate you, beautiful people. Y'all have a blessed day, and please leave a review so more people can tune into this podcast as well. And I forgot what I was about to say. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, tune into this podcast. Tune into the other episodes. Share this, like this, share it to your family, friends, anyone who's interested, period, in just experiencing life outside of America and more to come. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Utando. It means love in Zulu. And ay, shalagashe.